Hey, top talents, welcome to the Unleash podcast, episode 2, June edition. A pleasure to be doing this for the month of June. It's been a long and interesting month. Really interesting. My name is Praise Mba, your host with the most, and if you're ready to unleash, well, I am. Join me. Let's unleash. Welcome to the Unleash podcast, where we believe that every young person has the potential to achieve greatness. I'm Praise Mba, a voice actor and a growth advocate, and we bring you inspiring stories and messages to help you unleash your full potential and discover your purpose in today's fast-paced world. So if you're ready to unlock your true potential and unleash greatness, you're in the right place. Thank you for joining us. And now, let's get ready to unleash. Well, guys, in today's episode, let's dive into the topic of landing a job in 2023 with an artificial brain. Yes, you heard me, artificial brain. Now, if you do a Google search right now and simply enter, say, AI and how it's changed in the job market, you find that the results you see all point you into one very profound truth. The job market as we know it is changing. Simple as that. Easy peasy. Not only is it changing, it's undergoing a profound transformation. And what's even more scary is the fact that it's not stopping. Yes, it's going to be there for a very long time. Data is there to prove it. Talking about data, research actually indicates that by 2049, AI will be 1 billion times more intelligent than humans. 2049 is here, guys. It's here. At the moment, ChatGPT has an IQ score of about 155. Albert Einstein had an IQ score of 165. And he was like one of the smartest people to have ever lived on Earth. And that's like one of the smartest people on Earth. And the smartest human on Earth at the moment is doing between 225 to 230. That's something, guys. That's something. Currently, at the moment, data also shows that ChatGPT is already about 99.9% smarter than the rest of the population. And would you argue? This is really telling us that we are now in an era where, with the right prompts, you can obtain answers to basically any question from a bot. Knowledge is now very highly accessible. Yeah, I know that's a lot to take in. It's daunting. But now, this leaves a question. Would you succumb to fear, or would you face and embrace this technology and leverage it to your advantage? Because you see something about change. Change can be disruptive, can be uncomfortable, can be scary, but can you zero or erase the fact that change is actually important? I bet you can't. Another data that actually shows how AI is changing the job market is the recent report by the World Economic Forum, showing that automation and AI has the potential to displace about 85 million jobs by 2025. That's not far, guys. We're in 2023. That's about what now? 2 years from now? But the good thing about this is that 97 million new jobs will be created in other industries. Now, this will lead me to what I'm about to share with you next. So with this in view, how exactly is AI changing the job market? How? I already told you about the World Economic Forum's data that would lead me into my next line of thought. Number 1, jobs would be displaced. Jobs would be redundant. Jobs would be stopped. What that means for you is that you're going to have to learn to adapt to this change. And how do you adapt to this change? You're going to have to reskill, upskill, just keep learning, keep getting yourself better, keep positioning yourself well, keep incorporating tech in all that you're doing. Yes. Now, the second thing straight into it is that, yes, jobs will be displaced, but AI will also create more jobs as well. So it's not all bad news. So with AI, there's an increase in opportunities in new roles, in new sectors. So for instance, say AI trainers would be needed, data scientists will be needed, also ethicists will be needed as well, because there's been talks about the ethics side of things. So yeah, that's going to be in demand as well. So there are positives to these things. Yeah, there are. Now, the third thing, which is my favorite, is that there's going to be a need, or there's going to be a lot of skill shift and augmentation. There is already that in place. So things that usually used to take you time as a job seeker, or you're currently in a role, or you're just a person, a human being looking to advance and, do more with less time. This would be very helpful to you, because those things that usually take your time, those routine tasks, robotic perhaps, that you don't really even like to do, AI could help you do that and achieve more while you spend that energy and that time in other creative areas of your job. The high-level assignments that require creativity, that require critical thinking, emotional intelligence, you can give your time to those things more. Personally, I have really enjoyed skill shift and augmentation in my content strategy role, in my voice acting and my copywriting endeavors. It's been sweet time. Trust me, sweet. Guys, use AI, use it. All right, let's go into the next thing I'm about to share with you. There are other areas where AI would change the job market. There are other areas that I didn't even list here that AI is changing the job market. But these are the ones I'm going to share with you for now. Trust me, there are numerous other ways that AI is changing the job market. But let's stay with these ones. We've talked about AI. We've talked about the data. We talked about the stats. We talked about how it's changing the job market. Now, how can you as a person use AI to get ahead in 2023? A lot has been said, but how do you come in and how does it affect you? Now, at this point, it's important that I remind you, or I tell you, if I haven't even told you before, that AI on its own won't take your job. There's been a lot of talks about it, but AI on its own won't take your job because it's a program, it's a software that was created by humans. But you see the person or the job seeker or the individual who's using AI? Yeah, you already know the answer. There's a high probability that that person can take your job. With the right AI tools, can accelerate your job search journey. You can be better at your job. Yeah, there are tools that can actually assist you even from your job search to your role. Tools like ChatGPT 4 at the moment. There's going to be a ChatGPT 5 in the nearest future. Tools like Copy AI is also there to help you. Now, what these tools will do for you is that it can help you to research a company. So you could use, say, ChatGPT and Copy AI to research a company, right? But the thing about ChatGPT is that it's limited in knowledge to 2021. But with the right prompts, and if you're smart and creative as a human, you should know what to do. Now, the second area that it can help you is in crafting your resume and cover letter. It will be so helpful in that area as well. Now, it can even help you to prepare for that interview. It's all about prompts. It's all about usage. It's all about how you use it with the right prompts. Critical thinking, analytical thinking. It's all about usage. Now, where do we go from here? How do I conclude this? I want you as a person, to begin to think of AI as a collaborator. There's so many schools of thought out there, how people are beginning to see AI as an adversary. But I want you to change that mindset and see it as a collaborator. Be the human being holding the reins. Because someone sat in an office in a room and did those programs. So it was a partnership. It was built to be used by humans. And then you have to understand that it's a machine. Because human beings, you as a person, you possess really unique qualities that no machine can take. Qualities like creativity, qualities like intuition, empathy, and trust me, that cannot be replicated by machines rather. So I want you to think of AI as a partnership, more like Tony Stark perhaps in an Iron Man suit. Thinking of Tony Stark in an Iron Man suit, guys, that epic scene or that part also between Loki and Iron Man, I think that was in Avengers 2012. Woo, that fight was epic, the battle, So the scene where Loki threw Iron Man out the window because he was just Tony Stark at that point. He wasn't Iron Man yet. He didn't have all his gear and all of that set up, going on for him. So Loki just flung him out the window and he was falling down. And along came the Mark 7 armor. I think that was the 7th Iron Man suit ever. Along came that suit just flying after Tony Stark and saved the day. And oh my goodness, the transformation was epic. So you see that partnership? How the thing just attached to his body? Ooh, love it. Anyway, guys, so what am I trying to say? Think of AI as a partnership. Because AI can serve as an excellent editor or a brainstorming partner, but the thing about it is that it cannot generate new ideas. It cannot read your mind. So there's that human element. That's why you're there. All you have to do is learn to strike a balance. Because at the end of the day, your own passion, your own experience, your human creativity are what will land you that role that you want. There's only so much AI can do. You have to have something upstairs. And once you're even in that role, no AI can perform your job for you, at least not yet. There's not been anything I know of. You're going to have to sit there and do the work yourself. Yeah. So you have to have something upstairs. So what am I trying to say? You have to learn to excel in your chosen field because life is a journey of constant learning and growth. That's why it's called UniLearn. Finally, as I begin to get ready to go, remember that the future is not about humans versus AI. It's important I say this again. But the future is about humans working alongside AI to unleash our collective potential. So learn, Give yourself to growth, give yourself to reskilling and upskilling, keeping up with trends, learning and doing your due diligence. And trust me, you'd get that role. But don't forget, use AI as a collaborator. Don't think of AI as an adversary. AI is here to help you. Be the human holding the reins. Yes, sir. And see how your job search journey would be accelerated and your present career would also be accelerated. So the things that you need to use AI to do, those routine tasks, those things that, keep you laid back or slow you down, do it and unleash your potential, because everyone is great and we have that in us. So go out there and be great. So bye guys. Till the next one, let me know what topic you want me to address next. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Unleashed podcast. I hope it has inspired you on your journey towards greatness. If it did, do well to share it with your friends and family members. Also share feedback on all our social media platforms at This Is Praise Umba. I look forward to your feedback as it helps to make the show better. It's time to step out of your head and do something great. It's time to unleash.